ஐயப்பா ஐயப்பா சுவாமியே
Namaskaram, welcome to PGurus. I'm your host JK. Today, I guess we have done a lot of boycott Bollywood, and we have come at a point where we have to support a movie, and we are doing it wholeheartedly, and there is no second thought about it. We have Unni Mukundan, hero of Malikappuram with us. Namaskaram. How are you, sir?
Very good, sir. Thank you for having me here.
I guess it's our pleasure. Thank you for actually gracing our channel. We have done a lot of boycott Bollywood. In fact, one of our video was about Kantara, which was highly watched by many of our viewers.
Okay.
Malikappuram has taken Malayalam industry in a different genre altogether. I guess it was traveling some other path. I guess it kind of pulled it towards the divinity of the land. Why Malikappuram?
Because I believe in it. That's the whole idea. The fact that I see cinema as cinema and source to create some sort of entertainment. As an actor, when I got this storyline, because being a Ayyappa devotee, it really got to me, and I really wanted to make a good movie out of it so that I can share my experience with my audiences. And I'm glad that with a budget of 3.5 CR, we have touched almost 100 CR now. So, and that's the power of good cinema, and I think everyone, especially the Kerala family audiences, have really appreciated the movie, and I've got feedbacks which brought tears in my eyes, and I've saw people, especially women who cannot visit Sabrimala after a point and who respect the idea behind it, and they've really come forward and told me that how blessed they felt. So this is too much for an actor to receive as a compliment.
I guess I wouldn't say too much. I guess it's just too little if I have to say from an audience point of view, because we are waiting for movies like this, right? Malikappuram. We have Kantara, we have Akhanda, we have RRR. I guess the Indian film industry itself is changing. Do you see that? Is that what you
I think we have all grown up listening to the stories of our ancestors, right?
Correct.
So I think this is just like a rewind, and the fact that there is an audience who wants to sit through these stories and want to enjoy the experience. So I think it's much fair enough, and I'm glad there are stories being told and narrated and shot in a good way, in a good manner. You cannot make a foul story or a bogus story and try to market it, because knowing that there is a huge market, knowing that there's a huge number of believers around, and you cannot do that. So there has to be honesty in your approach, and that we have had, and some great performances from these two little kids who are the main protagonists of the movie. Alongside that, I put in my honest effort, and also the team, the entire team, the music, the direction, the camera work, also the production quality. So we with our limited resource and time, it was a very quick shoot, and under very severe circumstances. We shot in the forest of Sabrimala, and just wanted to make sure that everyone who watches and have been to Sabrimala feels that energy of what Sabrimala is all about, and why this little kid wants to go to Sabrimala and wants to know or meet Swami Ayyappa. I think the north, because I've been raised in Gujarat. I had my schooling in Ahmedabad, so I know not much of my friends are much aware of Lord Ayyappa as much they are of Sri Ram.
Right.
So I think it'll be a good bridging gap as well. So we can do in a certain way, yeah.
Right. In fact, the question I had in my mind is, I guess Meipadayan, you made a movie before this, and you kind of got into some kind of a ruckus, trouble. I guess we know that it's once bitten, twice shy, right? From the same land, you come out with another fantastic movie that's absolutely, divinity is the hero of the movie, right? Lord Ayyappa is the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
Were you hesitant at any point of time?
Hesitant never, because again I said Meipadiyan for me, which created the ruckus, was again a good film, a good story, and honestly done. So
right.
I think knowing what happened to the film, I was quite sure that something which will excite me will eventually turn into a movie. Because by God's grace, I'm in a position wherein I can bring in a good idea into a movie production. Nothing else matters basically. The whole idea is that as an actor, the story should excite me, and considering myself as a sensitive person, I believe most of what I think would also resonate with the families across the nation, because these are all emotional stories, and story of a father and a daughter. So most of would connect is what I believed, and divinity being a factor, I believe a large number of our society does believe in the existence of the Supreme. So I thought it wouldn't be a bad idea, as in it will not belittle me, because I've heard wherein even I went across reviews wherein it was okay, it's a divinity kind of movie, so there's nothing wrong in that. People are enjoying it, and like I said earlier, we have been brought up in a certain way to believe that there is an existence, there is a creation, there is a creator, is what I believe. I am also not a guy who will propagate superstition or something like that. I'm very scientific in that way, but cannot deny certain factors. So a movie like this excited me, and since I got excited, I just wanted it to be a good film, because only if you cannot be like, okay, you make a movie on divinity with a supernatural factor and it'll run like crazy. No, it has to be a good film, it has to be a good script, it has to be a solid performance. You have to convincingly make the audience feel that this is something happening around you. So I think that's one reason that these movies, the ones you mentioned, including Ara, which is doing so well globally, bringing good fame to us. So I'm glad that you somehow managed to place my film along these. Comparatively, the movie is made on a very smaller scale, but the content level is quite high, and the effort is equally as good as what the others have put in, because filmmaking is almost very much similar to what happens in any language. So I'm glad and I'm very proud that I could do something of this sort. So yeah, looking forward to it, much more to it.
In fact, I guess you hit the right note saying that nothing else matters. The Metallica band had that as their one of the song, right? So the movie is getting released in Tamil Nadu on Republic Day, January 26th. Go to theaters, watch the movie, support movies like this. Meipadayan, Malikappuram, or the movies for you, go and watch it. For Unni Mukundan and for us, for our people. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Swami Shannamayappa, ellarkum vanakkam. Ende padam Malikappuram.
Theaterல வந்து பாருங்க. Please. என்ன படம்?
Ende padam theateril vannu paaringa. Alla.
Yes.
Swamiye. Shannamayappa.